Daddy host Alex Cooper was baffled over reports Vice President Kamala Harris's failed campaign blew six figures to build a version of her California-based studio in Washington, D.C. for their controversial pre-election interview, claiming the makeshift cardboard set wasn't that nice. The failed Democratic presidential nominee reportedly used $100,000 from her $1 billion war chest to build the fake set of the wildly popular podcast in a random house for the surprise October 6th interview, which the Los Angeles-based podcaster laughed off as hilarious. My studio that is gorgeous in Los Angeles doesn't even cost six figures, so I don't know how cardboard walls could cost six figures, Cooper, 30, said during a recent interview at the New York Times DealBook Summit. With love to them, it was gorgeous, but it wasn't that nice, she joked as the audience laughed along. It wasn't like gorgeous marble. Like, no, that was not six figures. The 60-year-old's campaign has since been heavily criticized for burning through a reported massive amount of her funds in just over 100 days, including millions spent on advertisements and events attended by celebrities. The campaign's advertising expenses reached a whopping $494 million, with $900,000 spent plastering the vice president's face on the Las Vegas Sphere in Nevada, where she ultimately lost to President-elect Donald Trump. Cooper, who once pledged to never feature politicians on her podcast, had previously said she felt a responsibility to her heavily female daddy gang to sit down with the VP ahead of the contentious presidential election, calling her decision a no-brainer. The interview enraged fans and spurred backlash, with loyal followers fuming at Cooper for not only sitting down with Harris but failing to press her on important issues, like illegal immigration and the Biden-Harris administration's response to Hurricane Helene's devastation. Harris instead spent the 40-minute episode blasting Trump for appointing the Supreme Court justices who overturned Roe v. Wade and touting her career as a prosecutor. Cooper, who said the Harris campaign reached out to her to organize and set up the interview, dismissed the criticism, explaining that she knew the backlash would be short-lived and the interview was totally worth it. Cooper, who features discussions about sex and advice for women, also offered to give equal time to Trump, who declined.